Get started on a bounce pad. What? I was doing that yesterday. Yes. Yes. I'm very greasy right now because I have sunscreen on. And our perspective has changed here, hasn't it? We're now in a new area. And so the lighting's all weird. But I do look extra greasy right now. Super greasy. Oh, I need to put on my hacker glasses too. Let's do that. Hey, those are personal emails here. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. I have a computer called Ripinator on the network. What's that about? Strange. Okay, so let's get going. No sense waiting around. No sense waiting around. There are no cats in America, and the streets are paved with cheese. Yes, there are no cats in America. And the streets are paved with cheese. Clearing out my browser history. I don't want you to see my naughty browsing history. Gotta get YouTube up and running. YouTube is very finicky. Every single time I stream, I need to do things to get it working. Yeah, so... But there are no cats in America. So, Stream Manager. And sorry about that. Doing a little bit of cleanup here. We'll get started here in just a second, I promise. Wow. This is a directional microphone, if I ever knew one. Man, I sure wish I could do everything right here. But I can't. It has me click into 3 different things in order to set this to auto list to a playlist. Okay. And let's retry. Godot is not open. Huh. There's Godot. But there are no cats in America. Yes, there are no cats in America. I do have an idea. Ooh, this. Oh, yeah. I think I might be streaming my first game with that bad boy. I think, perhaps. But there are no cats in America. Gotta get that shot of caffeine in me. Lifeblood of a programmer. All right. So, I was looking up some profiling stuff. Learned a trick. Yeah, bounce pad. So what we're going to be doing with the bounce pad is I realized there was some more stuff that I needed to get going here because I talked about it with Darren and we had discussed how we wanted it to be more like Prince of Persia. So right now I can like do this. We don't want that. It needs to be like a committed jump. And that makes sense from a puzzle aspect, right? The other thing that I was thinking about is we need the math. We need some good math to calculate our speeds. So this might end up being a weird day of programming because, yeah, we need to be able to adjust some things globally. So I'm thinking about setting up a resource to do this. Scripts. Reference. That's what I was talking about. So if I have a reference that we use for our speeds, then it's kind of a global thing. So we're going to do new script. Node inherits a reference. Look at all these references. Are there data types here? Am I discovering something? They're not. So we're going to be a reference. Template is empty. And this reference is going to be speeds. Sure, why not? And let's go into our little reference. Our naughty reference. So right now, okay, so let's look up reference. Shath we shath. Let's look up. I went to the doctor today. Got a checkup. Everything seems to be going good. Heart's ticking along. So that's good, I guess. Okay, I got too many things open here. Bounce pad. It's a crazy how little we've got going on with bounce pad. So, why do I not have it open again? Did I close it? Speeds. Okay, so, and I could call it speed, just singular. Our base assumption. See, this is where things get weird. Okay, so if our cell size is 64, then our speed, our default speed needs to be our default speed needs to be 64, and that'll be what we stretch or speed up, because then we'll do multiple. We can do it off of that. So if our base speed is 1 tile a second, we're going 64. So that means a good hop, a good bounce pad is going to put us in the air long enough that we're over the center point. We're over the entire distance of a tile before we land again. That's, to me, at least for a starting point, a good way to do it. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of interesting possibilities doing this. These grapes are really, man, what do they remind me of? I can't put my finger on it. They almost taste like plum, which is weird. Weird to say that about a grape. Strange. Okay, base class for any object that keeps a reference count. Resource and many other helper objects inherit this class. Unlike objects, references keep an internal reference counter so that they are automatically released when no longer used and only then. References, therefore, do not need to be freed manually. In the vast majority of cases, instantiating and using reference-derived types is all you need to do. The methods provided in this class are only for advanced users and can cause issues if misused. When and how to avoid using. So, the main thing about a reference is that we can't references. Here we go. Only a little more complex than an object. They track references themselves, only deleting when loaded. Okay. So, in theory, yeah, let's rename this. We're going to go speed singular. Then we're going to do enum speed dot So if we go default equals 64, and then we can do things like twice, 2 times, 2 times, equals default times 2. Is that possible? Can I do that? Doesn't matter about that. 128. How's that? Unexpected constant. What constant are they talking about? Enum. What am I doing wrong here? Is default a constant? What am I... Is it because there's a number before it? Let's call it double. And then we'll do half equals 32. So that's a good starting point. And we'll do class name equals speed. Okay. Now we can do some interesting things. So, for instance, speed double for the player. Okay, so here's the question. How do we manipulate the animation speed of something playing back? This is the other thing we have to do. So if we have bounce animation and it's set to go, 1 second. The bounce itself needs to flex based off the player speed. So, this is interesting. So speed double, speed dot double. There we go. Speed equals speed double. Speed, 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 speed. If we're going twice as fast, interesting. Okay, so I promise I'll talk at some point. I'm just so if the bounce is here, so what we need is speed is double. Why does it feel so slow? 1, 1. Double gets us double. Double gets us 1, 1, 1. It is double. 1. So that gets us, our movement is twice. How about warm liquid goo phase completed? Warm liquid goo phase. So if I know so the math is we take the current speed of the player, divide by default. Then that's what we stretch the animation to. Right. So no. Because we need the distance that the player is going to travel. So in 1 second, our player is going to travel 2 tiles, which is what we want. So what we would need to do is, okay, we would say we would divide the player speed by double. And if the player speed was... All right, let's mess around with this. So if we're going half our speed and we divide by 128, let's just get calculator up. Okay, so if we were to do 64 divided by 128, that's going to get us half of the... Yeah, so... But if we say our speed is 128, or that ideally we're going double, and our present speed is 64. Oops. Whoops. All right. Should be 2, right? So that way we know in this way we would know that we would need to extend the length of the jump animation to 2. Okay. So we take the player's speed and we divide by speed default. Oh, whoops. Okay. Am I spelling default right? It looks right. Okay. Right, so that would be 128 divided by 64, which would give us 2. If our pretend speed... No, the player speed. I'm backwards. Because we want to double. So, I'm backwards. It would be double. Double divided by speed. Now, this would be animation length. Okay, so I can spell length. I promise. So now we need to get a setter for the player. Here, animation, and then what is this called? So let's look up animation player. Whoa, what did I do? I think I did like a shift enter. And we've got current animation length, which is just a plain old getter. Play, custom speed, custom blend. Plays the animation with the key name. Custom blend times and speed can be set. If custom speed is negative and from end is true, the animation will play backwards. The animation player keeps track of the current or last animation played with the assigned animation. If this method is called with the same animation name or with no name parameter, the assigned animation will resume playing if it was paused. Okay. Okay. Where's our play command? Okay. Okay. So let's move you down. Okay. And float custom blend -1. What the hell is custom blend? Okay. Why this would be before time is strange. I failed you. Master Wind. Custom speed. So let's just do this, and let's just make sure that let's do debug. I got my own debugger. Mine is boing. So 1 second. Boing. Now let's change our speed to be default. And now the animation should play back half as first. Boing, boing. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Twice as fast. Speed. Is it multiplicative? Multiplicative? So really it should be... That doesn't make any sense. Custom speed. Okay. So let's say our speed is 64, then we divide by 128, and we get half. So we need to flip it. Okay. And we should get the same results. Or it should be... Okay. It's not doing anything now. Speed divided by... All right, let's look at these two numbers then. Comma speed, comma speed double. $64, $128. Okay, it should be half. I guess let's be explicit here, and we're going to say that we're afloat. Okay. I don't see... Okay, just for fun, we'll do 64 divided by 128. Because I feel like I'm losing my mind right now. What? Let's do this. Zero. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to be right back. This is a kind of a weird... Here, just for fun. Because this is what it should be. I'm just going to debug and print out that number. Okay. So we can... All right. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So, this is strange. I don't quite understand why the math isn't right. That is correct. But if we do this like this, we get negative, or we get 0. I mean, I'm not crazy. 64 divided by 128 is what? Okay, we're but if I do this, I get 2. How does that make any sense? What is going on right now? What is going on? Floats. What am I? Okay. Oh, do I need to use? Is that seriously what's going on? That is division. Integer division is truncated rather than returning a fractional number. Okay, so and the percent operator is only available for inits. Okay, so it's the type. It's something to do with the type. Integers and floats can have their float built-in data type. Float. How can I be of service? Inferred type. Well, we could just do this like that. Now, if we move the 64 over here and the 128 over here, will the math perform, and then it'll get the proper... No! What the fudge? What the fudge? Float. Now we're being explicit. It doesn't like it. Float. How about like that then? I can't be more explicit than that. Still, we lose the fraction. Am I going crazy? And the percent operator is only available for inits. I can do this. I bet. Why is it I always run into these weird things? Here's an idea. I'll make these floats too. All right. Then we'll divide floats by floats. Okay, is that going to make you happy? Yes. What the fuck? So what if I do this? How about that? Okay. So then what we need to do is we need to go like this. Speed divided by speed double. Okay. Then boing. Boing. Seems good. Okay. Now let's be... Okay. That's it for my stream, boys. Because I gotta go. But first I'm going to expand on... our little bounce pad area here. Gonna make it the same as a player. Now this should okay. It actually needs to be more than that. Because we want the bounce. We're bouncing over the bounce pad. So, if our present speed is 64, we need to divide by 256. Yeah. Okay, so we got double. Let's do quadruple. 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 Is that quad? Quadruple. 256. Is that right? Sure doesn't look right. Quadruple. Yep. Okay. Quadruple it is. So speed quadruple. And here we go. Looking good. All right, so let's get our speed back up to double. Now, looking good. Presuming the animation is always one step for the yeah, it's looking good. Cool. Yeah, I gotta call it. I think that was the wife anyways, saying it's dinner time. Let's check. I got my dumb phone now. Dinner. See, on my dumb phone. Hello. Camera. Oh, I've got the locked exposure. That's why I'm so dark right now. I didn't adjust it. Alrighty. Short stream, but I got something in, and we're doing some work on fixing our speeds for making things explicit. But this should really help with what we're trying to achieve here is some consistency in the sort of the logics of everything, so that when we place a bounce pad down, we know that you're going to go one full step, so that we could create a puzzle in theory where the only way that you could go down here is by, let me just draw this, go like that, bring it down. So if you hit the bounce pad here, you're going to go up and over, and you'll miss being able to go down. And the only way you can go down is if you come this way and then shoot yourself down here. Take a sharp turn. So, yeah, cool stuff. All right, guys. Anybody who's watching, have a good night. Keep on keeping on and all that stuff. Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm going to test this right now. I just want to see. Whoa. Oh, but it doesn't make the corner guard bounce because we don't have them responding to that. But if we do it, boing, boing, and then we can't make it. We can make it because I don't have the movement locked yet. Okay. So there's some things I need to do there. But it's starting to look like something. Just not quite sure what yet. Yeah. So we'll do quadruple our player speed, right? That's probably where we want to be in our speed. Yeah. That seems about right. And we did hit that. Yeah, so we can't get around that corner without hitting the... Yeah. So, anyways, have a good night, everyone. See you later.